live from the Insurasales live studio inside of 8% here in Dallas, Texas. And I ran into Amanda Lunsford. I'm so excited to have you here. Amanda was also a contestant and is now a finalist on The Ultimate Agent. So we're asking everybody, just blink twice if you won. We make it super awkward. And in full transparency, I love all of you guys the same. I do hope you win. I told Michael the same thing. But how can you not? What a cool crew of people that you got to have this experience with. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about why you even joined and a little bit about the experience?
Sure. Do I look at the camera?
You can look at me. You can look at the camera.
I joined The Ultimate Agent to really show, empower women to, because it's a male-dominated industry, just to show that we are just as powerful, if not more, than men in this business. And really just to show my agents and my group and my daughters that, that we can, conquer. So cool. And amazing crew. They were all amazing. So thankful there.
It was fun watching the challenges and Dylan, and I'm so sorry I keep blanking on the other guy's name. Keith, thank you. They did an absolute incredible job. Like it really came, the production quality of it was amazing. Like it really felt the struggles you guys were going through.
Oh yeah.
So it was really fun to watch from our end.
Oh, for sure.
What was it like being there?
No, you're totally right on. The quality that Keith and Dylan did was amazing. Like when we went to Missouri and saw like the first 3 episodes, it was just shocking that it was like Netflix quality. And it was pretty surreal being there. I'm not, I'm in my 40s. I'm not a 20-year-old with a Instagram, camera all the time, like my daughters. I'm like, so that was new for me. But it brought me out of my comfort zone, which was what I needed. Because ever since that contest, I have gotten more with my social media. And we see, because I know you're in with social media, I know it's free advertising.
Yes.
It's free marketing.
Yes.
So you take advantage of it. And I teach my agents the same thing. I'm like, take full advantage of free stuff. So.
Well, it's amazing because we're in this, like we all grew up in this weird time, right?
Yeah.
Like you could tell if your friends were home, if their bike was outside, right? Or where everybody was hanging out. And now it's, pins on maps and people say to me a lot, they'll say, well, you can't create a real relationship online. And I beg to differ, right?
Yeah.
Once we get to these events, if you're active online, if you're active in your community, and you're at the grocery store, somebody will come up and be like, oh, Amanda, I saw, that you were doing XYZ, and I've actually been meaning to call you.
Exactly.
And you can turn yourself into a celebrity if you don't have the ability to get on a reality show, right?
Exactly.
You can do that same thing online.
For sure. That's exactly, I used the two words, don't be a secret agent.
Yes.
Just to remember that, and that's in recruiting, that's in selling policies. Just keep reminding people what you do.
How do you feel about when people say, well, I don't want to be too salesy?
Well, I can totally relate to that because I believe that a sale can't happen unless you build a correct rapport. Because to me, it's all about the rapport, making the friend. Because when you do it properly, then it brings years of referrals.
Yes.
So I'm not about pushing. One thing that I am the proudest about in this industry is my persistency rate. It's always been above 95 because my business, I've, as you've seen from the episodes, I've lost, someone close to me. So I am more about them able to afford it and be able to keep that policy intact instead of trying to push the biggest policy.
Yes, I love that explanation.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people will be like, well, they told me no, so I don't want to be too salesy. So I think that becomes an excuse, a cop-out, if you will.
Yep.
So it's really about, like you're saying, building those relationships and not trying to shove things down somebody's throat.
Exactly.
But being aware, especially in the life space.
Oh, for sure.
Because, I remember, all of us had friends that joined, like, New York. And when we were all 20, and they're like, it's $120 a month. And I'm like, 1 month I could afford it, and then the next month
Exactly.
And so that's such a huge tip. People think that they're I hear a lot of agents say, well, it's not the coverage they need. Well, it's the coverage they can afford.
Exactly.
And it's okay to write those.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
they add up if you write a bunch of them. Huh?
Oh yeah, no, exactly. And that's the thing too. If you build the report correctly and take care of the husband and wife, then you can take care of the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Like I'm big, obviously, on covering the kids too because of my son. And because as parents we think our children are invincible, and I wish they were.
Yeah.
But we have to prepare for that and prepare for their future. If we get them in a policy now, they're covered for life.
Yep.
If any health was to happen. So yeah, that's what I'm big on the referral part too.
I love
so
that. I got a little teary there.
Yeah.
My son's homesick right now.
Yeah.
So it's really hard, and that's something that I'm so excited that you're helping share that message. That it's okay for mom to work.
Yeah.
It's okay for him to be sick and me not be there. It is okay for me to be here. Now that took a lot of tears yesterday. I'm not going to be like this is a decision I made. It was literally the doctor yesterday telling me this is not a fly home sickness.
Yeah. No, I hear
you go
it.
be mom at work, and that. But I've got to where I could talk and not cry yesterday, and thank God for this amazing Insurasales team. They set all of this up while I was behind that door right there. But,
I get that.
But there's a couple points in that. One, the relationships I've made online and solidified in the community. So in the community for me is at events,
Yes.
right? Because that's who I work with.
Yes.
For agents, it's the grocery store or a chamber of commerce meeting. Yesterday, I had a whole village pull me up of people that were like, something's wrong with you. Like, they know me that well. They know something's wrong with me. It gets to the point to where people can tell in your posting cadence. Something's off.
Oh, for sure.
And they'll reach out. So those relationships are real. But the other side of it is it's never going to feel 100% good being a mom and trying to be everywhere. And you just kind of work through it.
Exactly.
What's your advice on that too?
Oh no, if you watched episode 5 and 6, you'll definitely see my message behind that, because I understand the mom guilt, because when my daughters were seeing me cry for 3.5 years constantly, now that we've passed that stage, I actually still feel guilty about it, but I'm so thankful they get to see me not in that space anymore. And like my daughter, after we left last night, I mean, obviously she's super proud of mom that, she's not in that space, and don't know if it's allowed, but I love how she called me a badass, because that's actually my daily affirmation for the last 1.5 years. I'm a badass mofo, and I can do hard things.
I love it.
And it's on my mirror.
Yes.
It's everywhere, but I mainly did it because, do we even have a choice, really?
Yeah.
You have
well, you can't be a badass if everything's just always awesome.
Exactly.
Right? So you have to appreciate the valleys.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, for sure.
And it's hard. It's not fun.
No, I agree.
I'm still, people are like, how's Gage? I'm like, he's fine. Right?
Yeah.
But this is a different valley for me right now. But I love that. Like and then your kids get to see you be a warrior. You went through a war, and they get to see you recover from that, and you guys all get to recover together.
Exactly.
And that's where that badass comes in, because some people say, well, I'm a badass, and I'm like, cool, what have you done? And they're like, nothing.
Yeah. No, I know exactly.
So it's a double-edged sword, but and being vulnerable with it is really powerful. You're helping so many people. Yeah. And I just want to.
And I totally people coming up to me like last night. It's actually giving me goosebumps a little bit, because I expected a few people to obviously notice me from the ultimate agent, but it's what they're saying to me, like, wow, you inspired me. And like even when Johnny, who you just had up here, when he got eliminated.
That was a tough one.
Oh,
they
my
were
God.
all so tough.
I mean, girl, you saw me. I was in tears. Like, I was truly in tears for him, because he's such a great kid.
Yes.
And the crazy thing is he's the same age as my oldest daughter. Yeah. So it's like, perfect. I could have been his mom. So I was super proud of him in that mama sense.
Yeah.
And we just built a lot of connections, but it's just, I love that, the funny thing, I was thinking back, I'm like, man, I wish I could be as bold as like Johnny in some of the competitions. But I remember when I was 20.
Yep.
Life hadn't knocked me down or tried to correct us or, oh wait, you better take that down a notch or, so I miss that fearless 20-year-old.
Yes.
Because I remember when I was 20, I was more like Johnny.
Yep.
It's just crazy how life
think
can.
you're just grabbing it back.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And one main point I want to leave everybody with in your story is you really were robbing the world of this incredibleness because you didn't want to be on social media,
Amen.
right? So everybody has a voice. You have something that is going to inspire somebody else. Some people might think you're crazy. That's fine too, right?
Amen.
They tend to be crazy.
Amen.
But you guys can connect with Amanda on our platform on Insuralink. She joined a couple days ago, so we're getting that up. We're getting active in it. It is the point of Insuralink inside the Insurasales umbrella is to bring work-focused social media.
Yes.
So it is kind of a break from trying to find an answer, but then you have all the other noise that comes from the traditional platforms. Whereas you can come in and just kind of talk and sow seed and then get back out. Our intent is for you to get to work. So connect there. And where else can people find you?
On like Facebook.
Yeah, however.
Facebook is just Amanda Lunsford, Lunsford.
Perfect. And
Most
your
people spell it
business name
wrong.
Again?
Business name?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Family First Life Success.
Perfect.
That's my team name.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
you guys specialize in life?
Life, yes, correct.
We talked about this like twice.
Yeah.
I'm like, cut.
Yeah, no, I typically do a lot of IULs, but mainly the life side.
Awesome.
So,
very cool. So reach out to her, you guys. If she's inspired you, let her know. We'll see you inside Insuralink. And everybody, see you later.
Bye-bye.